and exceed their goals in all economic climates. So I want you to give a big hand to Simon Reilly. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Welcome to the one-page business plan. And you know what? I think that the speaker is supposed to advance the slide. Perhaps not.
We didn't come for the slide. We came for you.
I know. While we're getting that little technological thing handled, I just want to ask you a skill testing question. What is the sound of one hand clapping? There isn't one, right? And, you know, I used to do this thing. I've been speaking in front of the audience a long time, but, you know, I used to come out and I say, you see this thing, and it was a little video device, and I used to sneak back in the back of the room, and there'd be some folks in the back of the room that were reading Field and Bunny, and I mentioned that they'd have to pay attention to the speaker in order to get CE credits, because I could get them up on Twitter faster than they could blink. So we want to be paying attention. How are we doing with that PowerPoint? Excellent. Okay. So there's nothing worse as a speaker coming out and there's buzzards circling around in the back of the room. There's nothing worse for you than sitting watching paint dry up here. And so I don't want to be a talking head speaker to you. I would like your engagement so that we have more than one hand clapping here, and I'm not looking for you to clap. What I want to do is I want to ask you two questions, and I want to speak to those questions in the questions and the answers over the course of this presentation. Because I would like to get a better understanding of what it is you want to improve upon in your business. I'm not asking for your answers at this minute, but I'm going to ask you to think about these. Because perhaps in 10 minutes or so, I would like you, if you choose, to be able to share what is it you want to improve in your business, besides getting CE credits. Okay? And I'm also going to ask you, what are the roadblocks that you are facing in your business? Now, I know I'm coming down into the audience, and I promise you I'm not going to jump on anybody. Right? You know, you might turn around and say, okay, I want to build my team. I want to improve my succession plan. I want to figure out, I've got a roadblock. I want to turn around and figure out how to get out of overwhelm. I don't know. You know, I speak in front of financial advisor audiences, and I have spoken with financial advisors for the last 25 years. I don't want to come up here and pretend that I know what you want. So is that clear? I'm going to ask you for some feedback. What are the improvements? What are the roadblocks that are going on? Now, I had this inclination a couple of weeks ago. I said, how much information is being created in the world every single day? 5 quintillion bytes of information is being created every single day. 90% of the information in the world has been created in the last 2 years. And most of us are suffering from decision fatigue. You've got a plan, you've got action steps, you know what you're doing first thing in the morning, and then something happens, and we start going, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. And this presentation, the one-page business plan, is to help you to get your best ideas on paper. And so the question I have for you, a new question, what's your greatest asset? And it's not your time, it's not your money, it's your consciousness. We have far too much information that's going on. The RAM memory of our consciousness is full. There is no room for anything to be able to get in. Versus doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So we've got to do something different. This one-page business plan is a tool. I'm going to show you an overview of the one-page business plan as we get in this presentation. It's got a built-in tutorial in it. It is a software that you can log into, and it'll give you a tutorial to create a one-page business plan that's built in with a vision, mission, objectives, strategies, and action plans, and you can do it in 60 to 90 minutes. What's the date today? Does anybody know? Absolutely. And how many weeks are we away from the end of the year? Not that many. When do we start planning for 2019? Exactly, now. So I'm hoping this will be able to be a benefit for you. So there's 6 components to this business planning system. And it's answering 6 questions. It's connected with vision, mission, objectives, strategies, action plans, and your purpose. So vision answers the question, what am I building? Mission is, why does this business exist? Objectives are, what am I going to measure within the next 12 months? Strategies are, how am I going to make this business different in the next 3 to 5 years? Action plans are, what am I going to do by quarter? And purpose. It's why. It's about me. It's about connecting in with that strong purpose. How am I going to be? You know, I heard recently it said, don't fall in love with how and what you do. Fall in love with why. And we're going to talk about that. So, vision statements. It's built by asking questions. So I'm giving you a snapshot of this tutorial. It's asking you questions. What's this business going to look like 1, 3, 5 years down the road? What type of company is it? What markets does it serve? What's the geographic scope? Who are the customers? It requires getting quiet to answer these questions so that you've got the answers in your core that are going to pull you forward into 2019 and beyond. You know, someone once said, without vision, people perish. Who said that? From the Bible. Vision statement. So there's an example. So backing up, we have a series of questions that we asked. This vision statement was created in less than 10 minutes by answering those questions that I've shared with you previously. Within the next 3 years, grow Jane Doe's financial advisor business in Ontario, practice managing 40 million, yielding at least 350,000 in gross revenue, specializing in client development, asset management, asset protection for professional working women aged 30 to 60 who want to be financially prepared for retirement. If it's written down, frankly, you don't even need to worry about how and what to do. Believe it or not, it will pull you forward. It sounds very airy-fairy. I spoke at the $1 Million Roundtable twice. To be able to speak at the $1 Million Roundtable, you are vetted. 3,000 speakers apply. I didn't even apply. I got letters. But before I got the letters to confirm that I'm speaking at the $1 Million Roundtable, what did I do? 2 years before, I wrote down, speak at the $1 Million Roundtable in Vancouver in 2010. I did the same thing for New Orleans. I don't know where it is going to be in 2020, but I'm about to write the same thing. We got to write it down. It's very, very important. Mission statements. You know, there's so much terminology out there in relationship to the mission statement, value proposition, unique selling proposition, tagline, elevator speech. Are you confused yet? All of those come from your mission statement. And the mission statement is created by answering those questions. Who are your customers? What key customers' needs do we serve? What wants, needs, pain, desires are we looking after? Sidebar, there's so much talking about social media today. Social media. What you need to become is a recognized expert within the niche that you are serving. And these questions are going to help you understand how to become that recognized expert, to be able to drill down deep into the existing clientele that you are serving and go and serve more of them instead of everybody else on the planet. You've got to specialize today. So we've got to ask ourselves some strong questions to be able to get some strong answers to be able to be unique and different going forward. So the next part is objectives. What are we going to measure in the next 12 months? An objective statement always has this framework. So it's going to increase referrals asked for per week from 4 in 2018 to 10 in 2019. Or it could be increased assets under management from 20 million in 2018 to 35 million in 2019. So this is where I am, this is where I'm going to be. And these objective statements, they could be insurance cases, they could be money, they could be referrals, they could be case reviews. It can be a number of different things, but we've got to be able to write them down. The power is in getting them documented. Is this a CRM2 thing going on still around here? I attended a symposium in 2013 in Toronto when it first happened that Advocates put on. And I had clients that were freaking out. Man, if those clients ever find out how much I'm making, they're going to quit. They're going to go somewhere else. There was terror in the land. I said to Kelly, when's the last time you sat down with a client and you asked them what do they like best about working with you and what do they receive you that they didn't expect? Kelly went, never. I said, identify your top 10 clients. Get out there. Ask them what do they like best about working with you. What have they received that they did not expect? And then explain, hey, there's going to be some changes going on. It used to be easy to stay, and you didn't get to see what we are earning. Now you're going to be able to see what I'm earning. Is it going to be okay that, once you see what I'm earning, is it going to be okay for us to continue doing business? That's the short version. Okay? If you want, I'll send you a script on how to deal with CRM too. Anyway, Kelly went out there. He talked to 10 clients. He asked them the questions. He explained to them what he was being paid. They said, is that all? Is that all? You see, we're so focused on the numbers, we forget about the value. What are the questions? What do you like best about working with me? What have you received that you did not expect? And so, there's an objective there. It says increase client commitment from 16% in 2017 to 80% in 2018. How are you going to do it? Just ask your clients the questions. What do you like best about working together? What do you receive you didn't expect? And then be quiet. There's an example of putting it into action. Increased asset discovery process needs analysis from 1 per week in 2017 to 3 per week in 2018. Where are you now? Where do you want to be in a variety of different areas? Now let's look at strategies. Become a lifestyle protection and wealth management planning solutions expert through blogs, posts, LinkedIn, tweets, what have you. Do you have to write every blessed thing that goes out on social media? No. And here's an example. There's Dave Beatty, trustee of Nathan.